Who's that? Did you guys see that? Hey guys, it's Jade and today I'm watching Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 2. I'm still kind of like mind blown that this is the final season because I always felt like Attack on Titan would like go on for a longer span of time. But I feel like the previous episode started off so strong because we went right in the middle of battle from Falco's view, and it kind of gave me like a sense of how serious that battle is. But what I loved about that previous episode was we were introduced to a lot more characters, especially those 4 kids. And I want to know more about them, specifically Falco and Gabby. Because Gabby, she's very confident, she's very headstrong, she's determined to fight for what she wants. And sometimes that kind of like rubs me off the wrong way because the way she is, not saying those qualities are bad, but I mean like she's very snobbish in a way. Just a tad. But I'm pretty sure there's more to Gabby than what I saw in that first episode. I also find it really interesting that these kids are candidates to becoming the Armored Titan. Kind of like a concept that we haven't really seen in the previous seasons. Also, the war kind of showed how bad Marlians can be. I'm not saying like Eldians are pure good, but I'm just saying seeing how the Eldians in this war are treated, and also the fear of having to fight for people and having to fight in a war that they don't want to be a part of. My heart like breaks because you can see how terrified they are, and they're literally treated like sacrificial bodies in a war. Like, that's really sad. But also we saw Reiner, and for me, I find I'm unsure about Reiner because sometimes he seems like an amazing, really cool guy, and then sometimes he looks like really bad. So my emotions for him and how much I wanna root for him or not, it's like unsure. But I feel like this season will help me understand him more. I feel like there's gonna be more backstory to who he is, which I'm looking forward to because I wanna see who Reiner is really, because I feel like the story is still unsure. But I'm really looking forward to this next episode, and I'm kind of like hoping I get more backstory and more of a solid foundation of exactly what is happening. Oh yeah, I did ask you guys about that guy who was at the newspaper stand. I saw a comment that it might be Jean, which, if it is, that'd be very exciting because we still haven't seen like Aaron and everyone else, so hopefully we see them soon. I kind of want to know how they're doing. I want to know what's been going on, but I'm excited, so let's get into it. Yeah, it's really cool to see, like, before you would think that there's no way in beating these Titans. And the best form was using, you know, the maneuver gear and the swords. Wouldn't that be scary, though? They're like, what? The world, I don't think we'll wait for anyone. There's like everyone everywhere. Oh my gosh, I remember this. She looks so sad and terrible. That's what I mean when I had like mixed emotions about him. Yeah, you look like it. They look like mindless zombies. I feel like this kid has some anger issues, you know? He almost squeezed Falco's head to bits. That looked like younger. I saw Annie. Who's that? Did you guys see that? Who's that? They won't put like a mysterious person like that for no reason. Kind of looked like Aaron. They're so loud. Oh my gosh. The little girl's already like prideful. Just like boosting it. Yeah, it looks like it. Is it really an honor, though? Yo, that's scary. It's halfway like using fear to kind of brainwash that this is a good thing. That was high! Happens when you drink so much, dude. Yeah. Me! Oh my gosh. Me too, Falco. I feel the same. Yeah, I feel like as parents putting your the kids being there in like a war, it's terrifying. Cult. What a jerk. That's so annoying. You know, Falco also ran to, you know, protect you too. Just like making sure it is Aaron in them, right? Them. Yeah. Demons is a little much. I mean, half of the time they're like goofy. I remember that. And it wasn't even half. Exactly. The way he's talking about it, even though he's trying to make it sound like they're really terrible, the way he talks about them, it's more like reminiscing about, you know, the time he spent there, and it wasn't all bad. It's like he misses it, too. They weren't all bad. Wow, it's like they've been like totally brainwashed. Whoa, hold on, what was that? Did someone just like jump off a building? Kind of is. Was that like the person that jumped off the building? I know, in times like these, too good to be true kind of seems sketchy. That's like a big thing to say at a festival with everyone. They spying? Because I feel like he already knows you're listening in. Would it be so bad? I mean, well, yeah. I feel like this episode was very informative and I like have so many things to think about. But with like the kids, I think Gabby right now is like the for sure armored titan. She's gonna get it. But I think what was really interesting was in the train when Reiner was talking to Falco. The interesting thing about that was he was saying that, yeah, Falco, you have to become the armored titan so you can save Gabby from that fate that we share. And I think that's really interesting, especially I think Falco and I have like the same mindset of can we trust Reiner? Because Reiner, for me, is very confusing. He says one thing, but the way he looks when he says it, says a whole nother thing. And I think there's a lot going on with Reiner just like in his mind, because he has like nightmares of his time being his Titan form when Mikasa was like slicing him up. I think that was like the flashback there in his dream. But then also when he sees those like little kids, it went to like a flashback of him when he was younger, I think, with Annie, Galliard, and Bertolt. And I want to know more about that, because you won't be showing little them without showing a full backstory. And I think there's a lot in his past before it reached to the moment when he met Eren to now it's the present time. And another reason why I have a hard time like trusting him is because sometimes when he explains things, he looks like he's evil, like when he was talking to Falco on the train. But then when he talks to like his family during that dinner about, you know, his time with the island demons, you know, it was more like he was talking about fond memories, because he was saying it one way, but his face was saying it a totally different way, because it was more like the way you explain it and calling them hopeless idiots, they don't sound like demons. And I think his family's kind of worried about that, because it looks like the family has been totally brainwashed to think one way about them. But they haven't met them to see that they're not all bad people. And it would be so interesting for like them to meet them whenever hopefully Eren and them show up, because I want to see that interaction. Overall, there is so much to think about, but I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the next episode. Also, did you guys see that like figure with like black hair? Don't know if it was black because of like the lighting, but it kind of made me think it might be Eren. That figure was so prominent in that shot that it cannot just be some random person just standing there. But that is all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.